Hello, and welcome to number 4 in this series on the Jesuit Vatican, World Empire, and World Deception. In this video, I'll be outlining the 5 basic ways in which all people view the world, and how that view determines their response to it. This is critical in understanding how truth and falsehood operate. Which of these worldviews are you holding on to? Or have you absorbed an eclectic mixture of beliefs from many sources? Right now, the Jesuits of Rome are finalizing their world ecumenical program, uniting all religions into one satanic, pantheistic religion under the control of Rome, just like it was 2,000 years ago. Pantheism is the dominant worldview at the present time. All paths may lead to Rome and deception, but they don't lead to God. Why are worldviews important anyway? Plain and simply, whatever a person believes enables them to establish some form of truth and personal values, which then determine the decisions they make, the actions they take in their life, and ultimately their eternal destiny. This is never a laughing matter. Here is a point to remember. No matter how much a person may deny it, this world isn't just material or physical. It is more importantly spiritual or supernatural, and must be understood from both angles, not just one or the other. The first worldview is naturalism, also referred to as atheism, agnosticism, existentialism, and materialism. In this worldview, the material universe is all that exists. Reality is one-dimensional. There is no such thing as a soul or a spirit. Everything can be explained on the basis of natural law. Man is the chance product of a biological process of evolution. Man is entirely material. The human species will one day pass out of existence. Truth is usually understood as scientific proof, i.e., theoretical proof, or scientism. Only that which can be assumed from a priori ideas are accepted as real or true. No objective values or morals exist. Morals are individual preferences or socially useful behaviors. Even social morals are subject to evolution and change. The second worldview many people today hold is pantheism, which may include Hindu, Taoist, Buddhist, Baha'i, or New Age consciousness. And yes, Roman Catholic beliefs, because Catholicism is universalism, embracing priestly magic and the worship of dead saint heroes as living gods and goddesses, just as the pagan Romans did. For many, only the spiritual dimension exists. All else is illusion, Maya. Spiritual reality, Brahman, is eternal, impersonal, and unknowable. It is possible to say that everything is a part of God, or that God is in everything and everyone. God is not a personable being, but a mindless force. Man is one with the ultimate reality. Thus, man is spiritual, eternal, and impersonal. Man's belief that he is an individual is illusion. Truth is an experience of unity with the oneness of the universe. Truth is beyond all rational description. Rational thought, as it is understood in the West, cannot show us reality. Because ultimate reality is impersonal, many pantheistic thinkers believe that there is no real distinction between good and evil. Instead, unenlightened behavior is that which fails to understand essential unity. This predominates in the world today, this mode of thought. The third worldview people may hold is theism, represented by the 3 so-called Abrahamic monotheistic religions: Torahic Judaism, Islam, and Christianity, although Christianity is a faith rather than a religion based on rules. Christians believe in and follow Jesus Christ, who is the only eternal God and creator of all things, made flesh, crucified for the sins of mankind, and resurrected to reign triumphant over all things forever with his people, the redeemed. The reality of theism is that an infinite personal God exists. He created a finite material world. God exists outside this material world, yet sovereignly intervenes in the affairs of men. Reality is both material and spiritual. The universe as we know it had a beginning and will have an end. Humankind is the unique creation of God. People were created in the image of God, which means that we are personal, biological, spiritual, and eternal creatures with free will. Truth about God is known through His Word, the Bible, the Quran, or the Torah, and revelation of their truths. Truth about the material world is gained via the five senses in conjunction with rational thought and revelation from God. Most importantly, moral values are the objective expression of an absolute moral being. The fourth worldview held by people is Spiritism or polytheism, which is a belief in spirit entities that determine worldly outcomes for individuals. This world is populated by spirit beings or demons who govern what goes on. Gods and demons are the real reason behind natural events. Material things are real, but they have spirits associated with them. This is called animism, and therefore can be interpreted spiritually. Man is a creation of the gods like the rest of the creatures on the earth. Often tribes or races have a special relationship with some gods who protect them and can punish them. Truth about the natural world is discovered through the shaman figure who has visions telling him what the gods and demons are doing and giving instructions to the initiates via occult rituals and acts of prognostication. Sounds a little bit like Roman Catholicism and priestly magic, doesn't it? Moral values take the form of taboos and superstitions, which are things that irritate or anger various spirits. These taboos are different from the idea of good and evil because it is just as important to avoid irritating both evil spirits and good ones. Finally, the fifth worldview, postmodernism, is a recent development and is atheistic, humanistic in essence, and deterministic in practice, refusing objective truth and a belief in origins. Reality must be interpreted through our language and cultural paradigm. Therefore, reality is socially constructed and subjective, and humans are nodes in a cultural reality, just the product of their social setting. The idea that people are autonomous and free is a myth. Truths are mental constructs meaningful to individuals within a particular cultural paradigm. They do not apply to other paradigms. Truth is relative to one's culture. Tolerance, freedom of expression, inclusion, and refusal to claim to have the answers are the only universal values in this social paradigm. And there's some elements here which are pantheistic. People, the spiritual and ideological confusion in the world today is the result of the rejection by man over millennia of the one sovereign God and His code of laws. God has given man one instruction manual, the Bible. And whenever it has been rejected in the past, disaster has followed close behind. There is only one valid worldview, and that is theism. The rest are fictions, teachings from evil spirits or demons. Only the truth of the Bible leads us to wisdom, truth, and to the narrow path leading to eternal life. This information can be obtained from the web link I will include below. I'll see you in the next video.